Now then, it's the Hanky podcast. I nearly said the old name of the podcast there that I'm not allowed to say anymore due to legal reasons. But yeah, it's another episode of the Hanky podcast. I do apologise. It's been a few weeks in the making, but I've had stuff going on. I'm a busy man, you know what I mean? When I'm not scuttling lasses, I'm out coining, making the money, doing me gigs and that, you know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing. I'm going to touch on a few of those tasty weeks I've been having in today's episode. So strap your lugs in, tuck your flaps in, and enjoy the show. Mala! Here he is. My hair's getting longer, isn't it? I need to get my hair cut.
All right, Ted. How you doing? Hello, everyone in podcast land. Looking sharp and handsome, as you all do. Even the birds look handsome. Do you know what I mean?
The birds?
Even the birds look handsome. They're lovely.
Yeah. Good to see you anyway, mate. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
It's nice to see that you're not wearing your Steve Jobs T-shirt anymore.
No, I've got my Mikey D. You know the dance kid T-shirt.
Has Mikey D had some lip fillers in there, or what's?
Don't say, knock you out. Don't say that.
Yeah, he won't. I'll tell you some stories about Mikey D. I've heard.
I'll touch on Mikey D later because he was on holiday with me recently and he's not happy.
I bet he isn't.
He's not happy. No. But Mala, we've got some groundbreaking news.
What's that?
You won't believe this news. Guess who's been watching the podcast?
It's never my mum, is it? Because she said she would. And Mum, I know you've been out grafting on the rigs. Thanks for taking your time to, you know what I mean?
Is she been on the rigs?
Oh, man, 68-year-old steel erector. Do you know what I mean?
Up to your ex-master.
Big Sheila, she's like, whoa.
Oh, I seen something that your dad put on Facebook the other day saying, happy birthday to my wife, my lover. I was thinking, what the fuck
He's a passionate man, he's our dad, like,
what's
he loves
going
it.
on here? No one calls the wife the lover.
Well, he's a very passionate man. That's why I have 15 brothers and sisters. Do you know what I mean, Ted? That's how it works.
Is my hair all right? It feels a bit...
It looks a bit like one of the monkeys. It looks good, though, doesn't it?
It's had a new style, you know what I mean? But back, Mala, guess who follows the podcast? I've always been watching the podcast. Who is one of my idols on the wall?
Is it? It better not be Papa Lazarou because he's racially insensitive nowadays.
No, you're right next to one of them there, mate. Can you see the Stott brothers there?
Is it Bob?
Bob Mortimer!
Go on, Bob.
Bob Mortimer has watched one episode of the podcast. We're just assuming that, and we think it's the one Vaughan was in. But he followed my Instagram page. I am one of the lucky 56 people on Instagram that Bob Mortimer follows. So we're going to have to clean up our content and make it a bit more crazy and cool.
Ted, one of the other followers that he does follow is Sheila's Steel, which is my mum's steel erecting company. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. But that's class, that, isn't it?
Oh, we could go on, Bob.
If you're watching this episode, mate, thank you very much. We love you. The wall of the studio is decorated with comedy idols, and you featured on it quite a few times. And you're also the inspiration behind the Shoecake Comedy Club.
And Ted, right, when we did stand-up many years ago, we were called a very shit version of Reeves and Mortimer.
We were.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I still have that on my wall. I love it.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, it was a bit wrong that it was written by your sister, but still,
I know,
worked.
but it's a review, isn't it?
Well, of course.
You're going to get what you can. You're going to get what you can.
That's what she does.
So, but we won't dwell on that. We'll just do another 23 minutes dwelling on it. No, it's great. Yeah, so I'm chuffed with that. But we've got an action-packed episode for you this week, Maras. But Mala, we always like to ask, what have you been up to? Because you're a bit of a wheeler dealer. You've got your wares to sell. You're out and about. You're scuttling behind the bins behind Lidl. What have you been doing?
Ted, right, I've had a bit of a mad couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, do you remember my cousin, Mad Alex?
Oh, the one who used to fight the puddles.
The lad, yeah. Well, right, for years he's been working his way through the fairground game. Do you know what I mean? And he's worked his way up, right? Genuinely, right? He now runs the teacups.
Oh, he started on hook a duck, didn't he?
He did start on hook a duck, right? He's genuine, right? He's grafted his way up, right? And he now works the teacups at Disneyland Paris.
Get away!
Oh, yeah, I swear to God, right? And because he's in a little bit of legal trouble, he only needed a stand-in, didn't he? So you never guess what? I've been to Disneyland Paris. It was class, man. Oh, yeah, honestly, right? I had a week's holiday. I went over to... I worked, obviously. I went and did a bit of graft on the teacups at Disneyland Paris. It was mint. I took Genghis with me. We had a right show. Honestly, it was class.
Did you get any French flange?
Well, no. Technically, right, they're all horrible. But, like, it's just on a bit of a thing. So what happened was, right, I went over there because me and our Alex look alike because, you know, we all look the same, don't we, in our lot.
in your family,
right?
yeah.
So they didn't realise we'd done a bit of a switch while he was sorting his legal struggles out.
Right.
So me and Genghis went in there. I can't speak no French, so I was just giving him, like, whatever I could on my patter, right? I didn't know that Disneyland Paris would not let me play Children of the Night on repeat as the cups are going round. All the kids are there. We are the children of the do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And honestly, I nearly had about 3 fights with Mickey Mouse because he was coming over going, oh, turn it off. I was like, no, turn it up. One of the German kids, he loved it, a bit of techno.
Yeah,
he was banging it everywhere.
Yeah.
But eventually, like, I had to fight off 3 of the John Dom, which is like their police. Well, they surrendered a couple of times because they are French. Right? So Genghis is with me and everyone knows he's solid.
Rock hard Genghis.
Absolutely solid. So I've been doing that for the week. It was class, honestly.
What is there?
And you can smoke everywhere in France. But I wasn't too.
Even on the teacups?
I haven't smoked for years. Well, the kids were. So I haven't smoked for
in
years.
France, you look cool, though, don't you? You put some onions around your neck.
Well, it was absolutely class.
What is the? Are you allowed to play a scooter back in the UK or move your ass on the? Move your ass.
Ever since Brexit, they weren't allowed back in the UK with a scooter, not over in France. But they were more pissed off. You had to play like Disney tunes, and I had all the classic, you know, Pretty Green Eyes. I had them all.
Set you free.
Oh, honestly, the kids.
From the airy armpits out the limo.
The kids loved it.
Prince Regent Street in Stockton.
Well, the kids loved it, but the police didn't so much. So we got a victory. We had to come back to the UK, right?
Yeah.
Right, and this is where the trouble started because obviously I had Genghis, and as we come through, right, we were driving through. Got stopped by the border police. Genghis was only in a bit of chew with them. Do you know that dangerous dogs list?
Yeah.
He wasn't on it. He was furious. he was like, how dare I not be on it? He was knocking people out. And honestly, the lads, he's lucky they didn't do a search on him because he keisted 200 Benson and Edges.
Fucking hell.
Do you know, straight up the...
I mean, I know he's got a big sphincter, but...
Well, he keisted it where he was class. Right, and he had him up there ready to sell in the club. But honestly, because he wasn't on the dangerous dogs list as they pulled him over, he went apeshit.
Did he?
Oh, well, so he was kept at, like...
Because I've seen him knock out 3 XL bullies before.
How can he not be on it? Well, anyway, he was kept by the border police for a little bit, and then they said, well, is he going to be an illegal... But obviously he has the tattoo with the British Bulldog on, so he's clearly British. Right, so they let him through, so he's home now. I went up a little bit early. I mean, all the fags had a little bit of extra. He forgot to put the bag round him.
It was soggy.
So they were soggy, a bit shitty smelling fags. But they were still sold in the Queens, man. People loved him.
Of course, they love him down there, don't they?
Well, it was absolutely mint. And I'm not allowed back in France for a bit. But I'm telling you now, there is a German kid out there that will never forget Disneyland Paris. You know what I'm talking about, Schnitzel. You mad little raver. He was class.
Oh, what a lovely story that was, Mala. Sounds like you've had a great couple of weeks. Not like me. I'm going to... I don't want to name the brand of the holiday park, so for the purpose of this podcast, we'll call it Scutlins. Right? So I've been for 5 days in Scutlins with your Julie came.
That's a bad holiday straight away.
I know, yeah.
Well, I
took Deriva. He loved it. Our little Deriva. And
he's a bit old for Butlins, isn't he? Isn't he like 26?
No, he just looks 26.
Oh,
yeah, he's still only 7.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, he's just massive, isn't he? He's got massive head.
Well, aye.
So... which got us into a bit of a pickle, actually, because you know when you've got you put your head through the things to get your photo took like that, to like an astronaut or like two fat ladies on the beach. He got his head stuck. Yeah. So just left him there for the afternoon. It was class. Didn't have to spend a penny. But yeah, what a fucking shit old Scutlins is. We got one of them luxury gold star suites. Oh my God, fucking shower door fell off as soon as I got in it, right? I was next door to Mikey D, right? He was apparently away with his missus and his kids as well. But I heard him scuttling, and it wasn't his missus. She was out. She was watching the fucking gladiators with the bands, and he was scuttling someone in there, Mikey D, I'm telling you.
Well, I've heard this. Where was that with Julie at this point, Ted?
Like, she was in Papa John's.
Oh, I thought she was taking part in the gladiators. Everyone knows they can't beat her.
Oh, mate, crap. We went to see the gladiators, right? 2 gladiators no one's even heard of. I think one was just called Kettle.
Was Jet there?
Was she fuck?
Oh, well,
I'd have had a right stiffy on, even though she does go the other way. Jet, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
some
well,
great
yeah.
memories over Jet. But yeah, there was these 2. There was like this lovely little, like, I would say she was like mixed Chinese gladiator. I don't know her name. She looked like...
She's an Asian.
Yeah, I hope I've got that ethnicity right there. But the other one was like a big muscly black woman. And I don't know the names of them, but it was like party games. They've got this massive balloon, and they went, right, everybody, gladiators, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? And then they battered a big giant balloon in the audience, and you had to bat it through a fucking hole, and then bat it back, and the first one got it back means the gladiator won. There was no wrapping their legs around each other's necks or anything like that.
No, I'm not for that.
There was none of that hanging tough.
Was there any of the batting each other?
Oh,
with
yeah,
a big...
but they were stood on like a fucking, like a little plinth. Not, you fell off, you landed on your feet. Shite. Don't get me started as well on the Masked Singer. Right, Deriva loves the Masked Singer. Right, he watches it all the time with his mum. And, you know, I apologise if people go to Scutlins, and I don't want to ruin the celebs for you. It might be different celebs when you're there, but we had 2 celebs on singing on the Masked Singer, right? And the first one was, I can't remember what she was dressed as. It might have been like a fucking pineapple or something. I can't remember. But that was the lass with the gegs and the red hair off the chase, the vixen. You know, the vixen off the chase. You won't know, you don't have a telly.
You mean she's a 10 to 2, isn't she?
Jenny, someone I think she is. Off the,
10 to 2.
She's a 10 to 2, yeah. She's a 10 to 2. Well, you're going to love this, mate, the winner. The winner of the Masked Singer at Scutlins 2025, dressed as the Butlin Stick of Rock outfit, was, drumroll, Robbie Jackson.
No way, honestly.
Dean Gaffney. Dean, it might have been him, Scotland and Mum's next door, actually, not Mikey D. Yeah, Dean Gaffney. What a load of shit.
People used to say I had a lovely resemblance to Gaffney.
He couldn't even sing. You do, actually, yeah. He couldn't even sing. He's like, oh, yeah, got a voice like that, yeah. I've been on and off EastEnding now for 30 years, but Wellard gets paid more than me. That's what he was saying. That was his best joke.
Well, he probably does, though.
True, yeah.
Genghis was his agent for a while, so he probably has.
We were shit, mate, but do you know what the funny thing was, though? We went to the wrestling. And,
class. Come on, tell me all about this.
Oh, mate, right. So, you had all these, like, dead muscly lads with, like, the long hair that they flick around and stuff like that. It was class like that, right? And they were coming out of the ring, giving all the shit. Tag teams. Then they had mixed tag teams. They had some lad off Love Island who was one of the wrestlers as well. Adam someone. Sound lad, looked good in trunks, yeah? All the mums, moist, right? But there were these 2, like, female wrestlers as well. Oh, fucking hell.
Were they like sensational sherry?
No, they were like just little pocket rockets, man, with wedgies. They were great. But then they ended on an 8-man Royal Rumble, right? And Deriva, bless him, he didn't realise that wrestling isn't real, and he was proper kicking off. He took his shirt off and everything. He was going, cheat, I'm going to fucking kick you in the nuts. So you got to stop him running into the ring. It was mental.
Oh, that's class.
But that was the highlight of it. And then we witnessed things known as, like, you know, them bongo bingo nights things.
I've heard that there's parts of, like, every pub in Borough wants to do bongo bingo, man. So all the scruffy tarts can, like,
there was full families fucking raving, like proper raving, getting up raving like that. Kids, mums, nanas, I shit you not, a nana's tit fell out. She was raving that fast, a tit fell out.
That happened at Euroland Disney when I had children in the night, on it.
It was freaking awful. And we went swimming as well. There was a couple of class mums in there for swimming and that. Seen Mikey D, like, throwing people off top board. Well, he was just bolting
I
off.
thought he'd have been into more luxurious holidays than
He wasn't happy.
Scutlins.
Apparently, there's a video coming out. I said, "Can I put it on your channel, Ted?" Because he doesn't like his own. He likes to just use my followers.
I'd use it, Ted.
So he's gonna put a video out about his experience at Scutlins, which I don't think he's too happy about.
So do you have to, like, can you just talk us through? Do you have to pay for, like, your booze and everything else, Ted? Or is it, like, do you not do that?
Yeah, it's a fucking rip-off. It's an absolute rip-off. There's no nutrition. It's either Papa John's, Burger King, Chip Shop, all these sort of Wetherspoon-style restaurants where they just microwave a fish and chips for you. And then there was, like, a Nando's rip-off as well, which was crap.
Nando's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nando's.
Well, there's loads of them on Lintop Road if you go down enough.
It was hard. I put a stone on.
Do you reckon some of them nanas keister some vodka and then they like lay the egg when they get out?
Fucking right,
and they just whoop and then they start drinking it.
Do you know what though? I apologise if any of the viewers out there do have, if you are offended by this next comment, right? But I've never seen so many little fat kids in Newcastle shirts with gold chains, spiky hair and massive gigs in all my life. And I'm talking between the ages of 4 and 8, but the 8-year-olds might still be 4 because they were massive. I'm thinking, like, what are these kids eating?
They're eating McDonald's, fake Nando's, all the stuff in Scutlins.
Fucking gold chains and like tight as fuck Newcastle, like adult Newcastle tops on kids because they're that big. There was Sunderland fans there, Newcastle fans. There was loads of Middlesbrough there as well because it was half term for the North East, so it was rammed.
Who goes to school in the North East anyway?
It might just be rammed all the time there, you never know.
Yeah, but that means to me there was loads of little mums. That's what probably Mikey D was doing.
I did enjoy watching the Liverpool-Newcastle match in a pub full of Newcastle fans though, and I just kept it a little bit quiet. I was going to celebrate when Liverpool scored, but I didn't want to have to fill them all in. You know what I mean?
Well, I said you did well to restrain yourself.
Yeah.
Was there any like tidy mums there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love. Yeah, there's no better than a Scutlins mum.
You could see, like the dads.
You could see through the leggings.
They had see-through leggings, yeah. But the dads, like they'd be like, hey, full tracksuits, right? Like matching though, and they match the trainers as well. You know what I mean? It's like a full catalogue order. And
you've done well. Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I'm just gonna go on the gamblers. So they're going in the amusements like that, and the mums are like that, just necking loads of castaways, getting on it. And I was just sat there like that. Jolie, she wanted to go back and watch fucking Britain's Got Talent or something like that. I was like Scarface in my booth like that, just watching all these mums dancing around, phone parties, bubble machines, see-through leggings.
Ted, I might go to Scutlins. It actually sounds all right to me.
So, yeah, pros and cons of Scutlins, yeah. But I'm definitely never going back.
He says that now. Next year, Scutlins too.
Next year. Plontins.
But would you go if you were like a single lad and you were just after a bit?
Do you know what? I'd go to one of those adult-only events where you have like 90s nights or,
That's just pure buckage though, isn't it? That's just people getting smashed.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently so.
If
our
lass is watching this, I didn't know that.
If your partners or anyone else is going to these things, I'm telling you now, that's what happens.
Scuttlefest.
Everyone's in chalice.
That's when it becomes Scutlins.
And if you're too poor to go abroad, you are definitely taking it up the wrong one.
Actually, you could have saved money going abroad.
I've heard it's expensive.
I could have had 2 weeks in Marbella and still came home with some coin in the pocket.
Yeah, that's only because you'll do illegal backy runs while you're out there.
True, that is true, yeah. But me and Deriva, you've got one of them football games where you've got like 4 giant Sabutio people lined up and you've got to smash a football and knock them over. And if you knock 4 of them over, you win giant teddy.
Yeah, well, I
knocked it over with both feet. You know what I mean?
Well,
left foot, bum, bum, bum. Right foot, bum, bum, bum. 2 teddies. Got them on eBay, selling right now.
Well, I tell you now, right, Ted, if that probably qualifies you to be in the Borough team at the minute.
Oh.
Done it, because I tell you what, right, here, listen, we are Teesside, we are proud, right, and I know that you're happy, aren't you, because we've had a couple of games, haven't we, and we beat nobody. I can see you, Carrick, out there. Don't be giving me no to slaver.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted Mogger back. We didn't get him back, did we? Right, Carrick's still there. Carrick, you're a Geordie at heart. You are a Geordie. Now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is a Geordie, right? And I'll only forgive you if we go up this season. That's it.
I mean, I did a little rant a few weeks ago about how crap he is at the minute, and I wanted that one who looks a bit like an ugly alien to come in, who used to manage Nottingham Forest, Steve. What's he called?
I was going to say Steve Coppell.
I'm talking of him at the minute. Bring back Cops. Is he still alive, Coppell?
No, probably not.
But yeah,
Steve Ratface Knacker.
Is it Jones? No.
He's making it. He
He's
sounds
the
handsome.
presenter on T4, isn't he?
Steve's he's handsome lad, him.
He's there. Welcome to T4.
Yeah. Well, that's showing your age there. Ted.
I know,
Probably not
yeah.
now.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm on about. Him who used to manage Nottingham Forest and Leicester.
Cooper. Is it Steve Cooper?
I'd have had him. Cooper. But yeah. But I mean, what is it? 1-0 against Derby. What was the other score?
We beat Stoke, didn't we?
Stoke as well. Shite.
Listen, right, I watch, listen, everyone knows, you see me at the Borough matches when we're at home, and I watch him away on the dodgy box in the club, so come and get me. It's not mine, it's the club's, so you'll have to go and sort it out, right? And I watch every game, and I'm telling you now, we have not played a decent game of football in about 3 months. Genuinely, I don't have a clue what's happening. Finnazaz has gone completely missing. I know he scored the other day, and everyone, he scored the other day. Honestly, it's been pathetic, and I'm not happy. And I know that other Borough fans aren't happy, but there's just the ones on social media like, get behind Carrick, in Carrick we trust, and Stevie Gibson we trust. Here, well, Gibbo, you're a good lad, don't get me wrong, but we're not having this anymore. Listen, Borough, if you want to be a crap mid-table team, we'll be a crap mid-table team, but we don't have to accept it. Just tell them, if, a plasterer come round your house, right, and he was doing your kitchen...
And Julie.
And he was doing your missus, right, and he was doing your kitchen, and he just kept on, leaving blodgers everywhere. You wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, well, in the plasterer we trust, we'll get behind because I really like this. You'd be like, oh, you cheeky fucker, get that picked up, get it sorted. Now I'm paying you to do a good job.
I'd
and
kick his head in.
Well, aye.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same as a football player, a plasterer.
I think you're right there, Mally, yeah. That's a really good...
Analogy.
allergy.
Well, aye.
Anal. And one of them. Good. I like that, yeah.
Speaking of anal allergies, though, Ted.
Yeah.
Have you seen what's on at the Globe?
Oh, what? It's actually tonight.
Is it tonight?
Globe in Stockton. My good mate Russell Kane's doing his tour show there. He's got a tremendous support act.
I've seen them lads. It's the Halls of Ridiculous lads in it.
That's them, yeah. They're good, yeah.
One of them's all right. The older one's all right. It's the younger
incredibly
one.
handsome.
It's the other one I don't like, mate. The older one's decent. You know what I mean? It's the younger one. He's a bit cheeky.
Do you think?
Well, I
think he's the glue.
He's the glue. He's the glue that holds it together. They are good lads, aren't they?
Good, yeah.
Where else have they been? Didn't they do Grimsby and that?
They've been in Grimsby, Scarborough. They're in Stoke on Saturday.
They're in all the places that the Borough beat.
Yeah.
Grimsby, then they're going to Derby.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done loads of support for them, yeah. Apparently it's been a very good experience.
They're the good lads. Yeah. Honestly, if you get a chance to see them out there in podcast, you want to see them, they are good lads, they're funny lads.
Definitely, yeah.
And before you think it's not even me, they're good lads, these lads, aren't they?
Yeah,
you need to go and have a look.
Yeah. They will be performing in the area very soon, I think June time. Mala, I wanted to talk to you about something that I've been doing, what I think you might be interested in.
Oh, Ted, right? Listen, right. I don't really like men that way. Honestly, it's not.
No, I've not been getting bummed or bumming.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Honestly, there isn't. But I don't drink Malibu and Coke because it's not for me. So I therefore don't put penises in my mouth or allow one into another man's mouth. That's how it works, right? I'm not bothered if you do that. It probably feels just as nice. It does.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. But no, I've been doing. I've got one of these luxury gym memberships that I might have touched on a few weeks ago. I've been doing some of the group classes.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been doing one for the purpose of the podcast. We'll rebrand it as LAIZE. LAIZE, yeah.
Is that where like you get all your things shaved off on the side of your bollocks?
No, it's just high intensity exercise. What you do, right, you turn up into this room, right, there's 21 of you in this room, right, the lights are flashing like a disco, right, the screens all around the fucking room like that, you've got heart monitors on, right, that, it says Ted, and my heart's going on like, it's class, right, loads of flange in there with it as well, which is even brilliant, right, you get your little MMA boxing gloves as well, right, and what you do is, there's 7 treadmills, there's 7 weight stations, there's 7 punch bags, right, you've got a big massive giant instructor with a headset on going, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LAIZE. Like, it's fucking great. It's like when Laser Quest was class.
You meant LAIZE.
LAIZE. Shit. Right. And then what you do is you do like 3 minutes on a treadmill, then you do 3 minutes on the weight bench doing like squats for weights, then you do 3 minutes combinations on the back like that, then you switch back round, another 3 minutes on the running machine, different weight exercises, different combinations on the back, and then you go through it about 3 or 4 times, you're absolutely blown out your ass, right? But it's so hard to run on the treadmill with an erection.
It sounds like Pat's. It sounds like PE at Little Pat's.
It's class. I'd recommend anyone who has a luxury gym membership to sign up for LAIZE class.
Right. So LAIZE. So there's a fella.
Yeah.
With a headset in what sounds like some sort of S&M dungeon.
Welcome to LAIZE.
Welcome to LAIZE. Yeah. You can smell sweaty box everywhere because you said it's a mixed class.
Oh,
right. Yeah. You're in a dark room with TV lights flashing and that, heart monitors going up and down, probably dance music.
Oh, yeah, incredible dance music.
And then you have to go on boxercise and
like stuff like, call me, call on me.
This sounds like a scene. This sounds like a scene from Blade Runner. Does that fella come out with all the lights on? You know, like the one in a big nappy and that, and then tries to rape a bird.
No, it's more like the Running Man.
That's what I
meant. Yeah, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Well, class.
No, it is good. I recommend it. You get a right workout as well. Well, I always position myself on the treadmills in between 2 flanges as well. So I've got left and right.
Do you know what they call that, Ted? Hot boxing.
Hot boxing, or the flange sandwich. Where it's a flange bread and a Ted filling.
That's a good combination.
It's great as well.
Do you think they're going, who the fuck is this pedo in the middle of us?
There will be if they watch the podcast on Friday's session. No, I just concentrate on me workout and my statistics and make sure that I'm keeping myself in the amber or the green.
Is that an erection zone, is it?
I go in the red zone when I've got a bonk on, my blood's flowing. But it's good. It's good.
Well,
I'm going to have to really hammer it this Friday after 5 days of chowing on shit at Scutlins.
I would come and do this with you, but as you know, I've got me Paul McGrath to do.
Oh, you just Paul McGrath.
And then me and Genghis we're practising for running at the minute, aren't we?
From the police.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, it's helpful. Yeah. It's helpful. See, I like to do things that you can do in real life, Ted. Like yourself there, you're just basically doing some flan watching. But where in a situation are you going to put that into practice? Like go on a treadmill, then do a box. You sound like you're doing some form of armed robbery, and it's all dark and there's music playing. Have you robbed the till from the mall and you're running away?
And then I've got to get through the laser beams.
The laser, exactly. Well, the
Mal's laser system was top of the range.
It was class. It was mint. But I like to do exercise where it's like, it could happen in real life. That's why, we do the running, because you run away from people. We do the Paul McGrath, because sometimes, you have to, give someone a bat.
Yeah, well, I do the boxing combinations on the bag. And it's like, right, it's left, right, knee, and then you turn around and then you smash one on the floor 10 times like that on the fucking punch bag on the floor as well.
Yeah, hard work. You shouldn't hit people on the floor, Ted. That's bang out here.
Well, listen, I'm from Thornaby. If you're down there, you're getting done.
Just do a swift boot to the head like everyone else.
Yeah. I like to do an earthquake sit. Off
He learned that from our Julie.
Sit on the face like that. And I have got what is known as a really claggy arsehole. You don't want that on your nose.
It's correct. He was the dirtiest man in Blazers, believe it or not, and that was a dirty place, wasn't it?
I actually didn't get sweaty walls until I arrived. So
no, sweaty balls, Ted.
Oh yeah. Well, that was I'm a bit sweaty right now, actually. So that's what I get up to. So I'm just sharing me wares. If anyone wants to come and do a LAIZE workout class with me, get in touch.
And if anyone wants to come and do Paul McGrath with me, it's around the caravan on the Bonley. Just bring yourself and bring your dinner. Because Genghis wants something.
Ghee. Is that what it's called?
Isn't that clarified butter that Indians use? Isn't that what Indians use? Right, that's it. I'm telling Tom Hardy.
Tell me about. Get him on the podcast. I'll interview him and then I'll wrestle him.
He'll give you a bit of mother's milk.
Oh, that's his little special move anyway.
Special move. He
chucks it out on his tits.
His tits. Well, aye.
Yeah. He's probably one of three men who I would. Mala, that concludes this week's podcast.
Ted, I've got to stop you.
Right.
Unfortunately, I might not be here for 2 weeks. Because Alex he's going back on holiday, but he's been moved up to the waltzers, and I definitely have got a chance. It's back to Euro Disney for me. Achtung, baby. Here, little Klaus, I'm on my way. Children of the Night will be back on Euro Disney this time in 24 hours. I'll catch you later, Ted.
See you later, man. Don't. Holiday. Off fuck on the waltzers at Euro Disney. Bloody hell. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's show. Please give the episode a like. Give the channel a subscribe, a follow, it's free, and share the episode. Invite people to watch it. We need to get the views up. We need to get the subscriptions up on the YouTubes, you know what I mean? The Instagrams are doing great, the little clips, but the main show we need, even if you just put it on play on repeat while you go to bed and then switch it back off in the morning, that'd be really helpful. Cheers for that. But we've got some great events coming up on Teesside as well. First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the podcast, which is the Warehouse Kitchen and Bar down at Preston Farm Industrial Estate in Stockton as well, where we do run quite a few cracking events. So one of them being tonight, Friday the 7th of March. There's a comedy night on. There'll still be some tickets left, I would imagine. It's got the brilliant Vince Atta headlining, who does loads of loop pedals and stuff like that and mixing sounds. It's fucking clever shit, it really is. And local comedian Matty Oxley is going to be hosting that as well. So have a bit of fun there. A couple of other acts on. Helen White and Percy Savage as well. So it should be good, yeah. What else have we got? 12th of March is the next quiz night here at the Warehouse Kitchen and Bar. These, the last one sold out. I host the quiz as well, so that's probably why. It's proper class. You can win Sunday dinner meals. You can win quiz night tickets. Comedy night tickets. And we just have a crack as well. It's good laugh as well. And they're Wednesday nights. You know what else you're doing on a Wednesday night? Nout. Then on Saturday, the 22nd of March, at the Georgian Theatre in Stockton, the brilliant TV comedian Spencer Jones brings his new tour show. You might have seen him on The Mind of Herbert Clunkerdunk, or you might have seen him on Live at the Apollo, or you might have seen him in Ted Lasso or Upstart Crow. He's an actor, comedian, clown. He's brilliant, prop comedian. Highly recommend you go and see that. It's going to be proper class. And then on Sunday, the 23rd of March, it's Ted Sanctuaries of Laughed over at Sanctuary Bar in Middlesbrough next to Chapel. Ted Sanctuary of Laughs. It's always class. I host that. Have a bit of crack with the audience. Load of new acts on. It's good fun. Tickets available at jokepit.com for all of those events I've just described, apart from the quiz night where you just get in touch with the Warehouse Kitchen and Bar and book a table directly. So have a great week. Bob, if you've watched all the way at the end of the episode, which I very much doubt you have, let us know. We'd love to have you on the show, even if we just arranged a phone call or a video interview, or even if you just sent us a postcard with like a drawing on it, every class. So have a great week, matters, and as per usual, up the borough and believe. Yeah! Hanky T-shirts available from tedhankytshirts.com.